And away they go. The way to a good enough start. Chasing Happiness goes off to lead them. Midnight Gems out wide in the gold and looking for the lead now and goes to the front. From in second on the inside, Chasing Happiness. Woman of Fame races back in third, just 2 lengths off the leader. Followed further back by Sunshine Day racing in behind them. Bold Actors between runners in the purple colours. On the outside of that is War Queen. Then we drop back to Sigrid Swing. Second Breath on the inside. One from last and Alicia's Love. Races at the back end of the field now as they enter that dog leg strip just on 700 metres left to run. Out in front is Midnight Gem, got a length to Woman of Fame up in second. War Queens towards the outside of the track in the green cap. Then came Chasing Happiness as they turn foam just on 400 to go. Bold Actors further back. Sunshine Days in beyond that and then Second Breath. Coming down to the last 350. Woman of Fame comes up to the lead now. Down the inside there you got Chasing Happiness. Between them is Midnight Gem. Alicia's Love's running on the stand side of the track, but it's Chasing Happiness that got to the front. On the outside, Alicia's Love's running on, and then came Midnight Gem and Sunshine Day. It's Chasing Happiness from Alicia's Love. Chasing Happiness won it. Second, Alicia's Love. Then came Sunshine Day. Midnight Gem further back. Bold Act further back, War Queen. Here's the head on replay. Woman of Fame came up down the middle to pick up the lead. On the inside of runners is Chasing Happiness in the stripe cap. Coming forward under Gavin Lorena, now picks it up. Alicia's Love's running on the outside of the track. And as I said earlier, just ran out of ground into the closing stages as Chasing Happiness is victorious. 2, 4, 3, 1, the first Ford across the line.
Well, we kept highlighting as we were talking about race 8, leading up to race 8, how the money was just coming in truckloads for the eventual winner, Chasing Happiness, and it's Mr. Lorena. Leaving it a bit late for his supporters, but he's done it in his last ride of the afternoon. Chasing Happiness, lightly raced, but certainly looking upwardly mobile, sir.
Yeah, she's won a nice race today, sis. I think I was chasing happiness the whole day. But very lucky to get you and feeling blessed to get you in the winner's box.
Yeah, the weather, the elements have been, I'm sure, a contributing factor, but I've tried to just engage one of your colleagues, and they don't really want to get involved in the conditions as far as the elements are concerned, but I think there's a lot more to come and it can only be exciting stuff. 1200 do you think will be the limit for now?
Yeah, I think probably 1200 is probably a best distance. We're just discussing now after the race, maybe we can even bring her back to a 5. She's just showing so much speed, and but she's still a young filly, she's still improving, and I'm sure we're still going to have a lot of fun with her.
Yeah, 2-time winner from a 7 outing, so we certainly wish you well, and of course, as ever, Godspeed, a bon voyage and all that, and bring back the lolly.
Thank you. We're going to bring back the lolly, Seth. Big thank you to Anne and the team, and to Mr. Werners and the family, well done, and to Wilgebus Drift and Turffontein, thank you.
Wish you well, my man.
Thank you.
Right, Mr. Van Vuren, good to see you. And now I'm sure you're also happy about the 3rd place horse.
Yeah, listen, a bit of improvement. She's a decent workhorse. She hasn't quite brought that work to the track. But in all fairness, both the guys, Craig and Gavin, told me stop running the filly up the straight. She definitely needs the bend. She pulls very hard at home. So listen, she probably wants a little bit further, but we got to just get her to do it the right way first. You know, she was hot, and listen, she's still very hot, and she wants to run away all the time. Not a fun horse to train, but at least because today was last chance. If there's not 4th today, it was on the PE truck on Sunday morning. So listen, she ran better thanks to Craig. He gave a nice cover and on better. It's not quite excited about it yet, but it's better.
But obviously happy with the winner.
Yeah, very happy. Bit of unlucky filly at times. She was green and she enjoys the inside track, and we just haven't been able to get her around the bend again from a good draw. So every time I nominate straight, we seem to get low draws, and every time I nominated bend, we got big draws. So things worked out for us today, and got a nice draw. Wasn't excited about the headwind, but listen, she's a smart filly. She's bedded in her form, and I knew things go away today. She was going to be a hard filly to beat, and I'm just glad everything worked out for Lawrence. Like I say, she should have notched up her second win long before today, and she's definitely not going to stop here. She's definitely going to win one or two more.
Stable ticking over nicely both here on the Highveld and on the coast, and we certainly wish you good fortunes as the season progresses on the coast.
Thank you very much. Yes, yeah, listen, it's been a good season for us. Maybe we need to win one or two more big ones. We haven't this season won as many big ones as previous seasons, but we consistently, week in and week out, as winners. So yeah, just listen. It's the good old saying, horses make trainers. We, as good as we think we are, if we don't have the horses, we can't do it. So thank you to all our support, and may it long continue.
Thank you so much for talking to us. All right, now we have, last but not least, the eye in the sky, so to speak, the man upstairs, not upstairs, but upstairs.
Upstairs.
Chasing Happiness, this was, I mean, Vicky was bullish, and I think the market itself spoke volumes. People didn't want to know.
Yeah, I think that's the point, Cecil, is that when you go and look race time, half an hour, 40 minutes before the race, there's a flood of money coming in for this horse. Stable were confident it would run well. Johan gave you the gist of it there. If you look at his first run, was on the inside track, he had creamed them. Today it wasn't as easy a win, but it's a much higher division. But Gavin gave a good report about it afterwards. Lawrence is very chuffed. Obviously, you've got to think about the other owners in the race. I mean, good old Mike Day Toombs, a good friend of Lawrence's, and he had Bold Act, who was also heavily backed in the race, watched the race with us, and comes and celebrates in Lawrence's success. It just shows the camaraderie and the sportsmanship amongst the owners out there, and all's fair in love and war. So well done to Mike as well for leading this horse in for his mate. Nice horse, well above average, going the right way, got something in the tank, and as you know, the public backed it to odds on almost. So well done to them. They got the lolly here.
And of course, the stable that saddled the runner-up have suddenly hit a purple patch.
Here we go, Roy Magna, yeah, and the stable are in very good form. They won earlier on the day. Richard, of course, has stolen the show today with his winners. He's now only a handful of winners away. Five, I think now. Five winners away from breaking the record, 4 to equal it. So it'll happen sometime in the next few days. But all credit to Lawrence, thanks very much, and all credit to the breeders, Richmond Highlands. They've had another sterling day. They're a very formidable force in the breeding ranks. So well done to the Kieswetter family, and thanks very much to Lawrence for putting him in this predicament. And may Anthony Joannidis get back to the races quickly, so I don't have to do this for much longer.
Last word, Canford Cliffs that side 2 winners today. The first timer, Paul Peters, first timer.
Yeah, very nice stallion. As I said, they do a great job out there. And I've been out there many, many years ago. I think when it was still owned by the Becks. I think you might have gone too. But yeah, congratulations go to everyone, and may this horse go from strength to strength. I mean, it was a very, very good win today. Liked the way it won, and I'm sure she'll have a few more.
Now, last question to our jet-setting friend. Are you off to KZN again this weekend?
No, I'm not. I'm in town this weekend, and we'll be here on Sunday because it's the Jubilee Stakes. And some horses using that to prep for the Hollywood Bets Durban July. Obviously, we wait to see what happens with the Hollywood Bets Gold Challenge. That's the big one. Yeah. And what happens on Saturday, because that makes the picture a lot clearer leading into the July. And you've got a couple of main horses there. Let me just leave it at that.
Let's leave it at that. Yeah. Thanks very much. Thanks. And the wonderful calling as usual. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to Nico. And that is our penultimate event of the afternoon. But of course, how can we forget Mr. Nahanang, yes?
Yes.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Yes. Well done for this one.
I'm here, but I'm not talking too much.
All right, next time you come with Eric. Otherwise, if you don't come with Eric, you won't get the money. Okay. But no, thank you for coming. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you. All right, that's Nahanang, the man who looks after Chasing Happiness. And as you can see, glowing reports all around, glowing feedback. And I think a name to remember. Chasing Happiness, winning the penultimate.